Hello, I'm Jody Wolf. You're watching Expoz, July 22, 2015, 1 a.m., Birmingham, Alabama. Topic, the sons of God, the fallen angels, why they fell, what they wanted, and why Nimrod tried to build the Tower of Babel. This is going to be a short one. In Jasher 4, verse 18, the sons of God, the fallen angels, came and taught the mixture.
It's 1 o'clock.
Of one species with the other, in order there to provoke God, the Lord. That was an initiative. That was something they wanted to do. Why in the world did they want to provoke and make the Lord mad? Provoke, purposely try and make God mad to defy him. Keep in mind, these are the angels that helped God create everything. Keep in mind, their part of creation was learning what God was doing, how things worked, and how the mixing of things. God laid the law out. He said, let each other bear its own kind. Let a walnut tree have walnuts with other trees. Let pecan trees have pecan trees. You don't want a pecan nut or wall pecan. I mean, but there were great things that God showed the angels. They did not have the power of creation. Could this be why they tried to create? God had a voice that no angel, no son of God can match. Never would, never could, never will. God has a voice. When God speaks, something comes from nothing. And the angels, after helping God, and I don't know what their role was in the help, but create everything there was, including the beautiful women. Adam must have had a really beautiful wife. And then their offspring, they had to create their likeness. So Adam and Eve had children that looked like them. And after many years, these angels couldn't stand it. They just couldn't handle it. They had to come down and they had to take on these very beautiful women, the daughters of men. So when they came, they kind of bartered with Adam, or Adam's children who had children, and said, I'm going to teach you how to make a spear. And a spear, what's a spear? Well, we'll tell you about it, but I'm going to tell you how to create it. First, I'm going to show you how you can mine and take metals and the things to do to make you some brass arrow points or spearheads or axe heads or anything of that nature. So the angels taught men the art of making things. Now, they made things by mixing. They did not create anything out of nothing. And they continued on this line. And God told Enoch, he said, write a book for each year that you're on earth of the things that the sons of God did. Everything they did. So Enoch wrote books. He wrote 365 or either 366 of these books. And these books are filled with knowledge. Great knowledge that if you had it today, you would probably feel like you could do almost anything. And you know what? You could do almost anything except create. You can mix and make things. They're not going to be right. God made sure of that. But that's what they did. They did this to provoke God. Purposely. Try to make God mad, to defy him. These are the angels with the knowledge of mixing animals, humans, trees, fish, and so on. He mixed animals with men, trees with animals, fish in the seas with men. And they taught how to mix everything, and they did. They mixed them. There were mermaids. There really were mermaids. There were half man, half animal. And you saw that evidence all over the pyramids and the writings on every dwelling from that time to this day. And there came a time when Nimrod decided that he wanted to get back to heaven. So he started building a tower. And God said what they desired to do in that manner, they will do. So he confused the language. Since they could not communicate, nobody knew what anybody wanted, so they dispersed throughout the world. Nimrod was turning into a Gibberim. He was turning into a full-blown Nephilim. And later, Nimrod. Now there's Zeus, there's Isis, there's Apollo, Apollyon. Zeus and Isis and Atlantis, all these crazy things, they were kin to Nimrod. Nimrod was Apollo, or Apollo was Nimrod. That's why when they open that pit with CERN, it'll probably be Nimrod who will come out. And the reason is by now, they found his body a long time ago, but now he's probably been recreated or ready to be the instant he is able to stick his head into our world. And that's what CERN is doing today, working as hard as they can to get Apollo out to let him finish his conversion completely. And when he comes out, he's going to come out pissed off. And he's going to bring a lot with him. CERN will be the deadliest mistake man ever made other than sin. Jody Wolf Expoz.